Greetings everyone, Blasho here, and welcome to another episode of the Hunter Call of the Wild. We are continuing our trek through the New Zealand reserve. And let us continue. We still have a little bit of the land to go through the Ta'awanaroa. Sorry, I cannot freaking spell it at all. And we have a pretty, not easy, but like understandable path ahead of us. So let's freaking go, I suppose. Because after this, I don't remember if we still have like 4 parks or something to go through. Just straight walking around, unlocking various points that are visible on the map. Because again, I cannot claim I definitely reached all of them after I realized that, oh hey, the lookout points do not show you, do not reveal everything on the map, which is shame.
Quite a sad story, eh? I always think of Waitaki caught between two men when I walk along the river here. She must have been so lonely.
And of course, it didn't die. A single shot. And it keeps going. This one, okay, this one died more quickly. So maybe it wasn't like instant kill, but it was enough. Oh, none. Hell? I don't know, I could have sworn that I would have gotten a good result. I honestly cannot figure out how the word how the freaking harvesting checks and the scoring system works. Literally, like, no idea. I mean, I saw like the 4 main criteria, but like I remember I getting like bronze result on harvest checks when I only like succeeded at 1 out of 4 criteria. And here I succeeded at 3 out of 4 and I didn't get nothing. So that's just straight up confusing to me. Anjo, I perfectly understand why those criteria exist, because obviously in professional real life, if you need to hunt an animal, like if you're not doing this for sport, I hope like less like you're not a poacher, but more like a game warden. So you are like hunting within a specific set of rules. Obviously you do not want animals to suffer, to have like prolonged suffering. You want them to be like pretty much one shot, one kill. Well, in terms of like game, I am not really sure.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
The hell you are... Yeah, again about this. Now, would you look at that? We did get a level up. I thought that like level 30 or something was a maximum, but apparently not. I'm trying to remember which perk I was going with. And if I fulfilled it. I mean, rifles. Might as well go for that. Gonna be not like wasting time, but to turn around at some point.
I wish we didn't have to use 10,
Sorry, like
but
walk back.
desperate times and all that. Least we can do is make sure it's as painless as possible.
But I like the fact that there's a lot
There's a
of
lot of meaning crammed into that word. We let the local iwi and hapu guide our conservation practices here at Te Awaroa.
there's a lot of like landmarks. Compared to like it feels at the very least it feels like there's a lot of them compared to other reserves, which is nice. I enjoy that. Out of various trivia and whatnot. Okay, again, not everything is revealed from the lookout point, and that's like a sore spot for me. Oh. Hold on. Oh yeah, it was like this one. Because I think I'm gonna jump to Silver Ridge Peaks for a moment after being done with this map. This reserve. Because I would have sworn there was also like one road that we didn't reach the end, and I'm suspecting there is a safe house, like not safe house, but like outpost out there. Maybe it was like this map. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired, loopy, and without that much sleep in my system.
There's usually a lot of tracks around here. Have a search.
Okay, what actually is closer? They're literally exactly the same. But you know what? This is more a mountainous area, so I'm gonna deal with that first.
No love lost between me and some of those blokes and ladies. But I've got to admit that their efforts are the only reason why this place is still doing okay.
There's a helicopter. Oh, there is. I mean, from the wreckage, it looks like at the very least they were able to like survive. But that's a nice mountain range. Very nice view. Okay, it didn't really reveal that much. Which, okay, I guess it makes sense. Please don't fall through the ground. Okay, and the last bit. Sorry, the last lookout point from which. Let's see how many things we'll be able to discover. Ooh. That's also a nice view. Yeah.
Feral goats have made themselves a little bit too at home here, if you ask me. Their favourite food is native vegetation. Well, luckily for you, they're slower to flee than deer, if you can reach them.
Hey, map. Tell me your secrets. Yep, nah. How I suspected that there will be an outpost out there. Still, it sucks that we'll have to go up there again. Oy, oy, oy. Again, it feels like outposts are very. They are not sparse, they're like put here quite often, I would say. Almost. It almost looked like we are gonna flip through the ground again. And back we go the other way.
Isn't this just paradise on Earth? I know I'm biased, but...
What is that? Oh, another one of those. See, one more thing that was revealed that we didn't see before, I'm pretty damn sure.
Sometimes I ask myself if I could go back in time and stop them from releasing those animals, would I? Our native species would be thriving. But I'd have never known the thrill of chasing a deer through the bush. A head scratcher.
Right, and let's get to that one last outpost. I'm gonna fast travel, that's gonna be way easier. Oh yeah, it did sounded like kind of like turkey. Because at first I was like, what the hell is that sound? But yeah, now it makes sense.
Feral pigs may look all cute and cuddly, but you get on their bad side and you'll get nothing but a sore rump for your troubles. They're voracious feeders too, so no need to ask for my permission to shoot on sight.
Okay, and with that outpost unlocked. Actually, no, it's again, it irritates me so much that I don't get to have all the points of interest revealed when I do the lookout points.
Oh, not much for Kitch. Melanie used to have a whole room in her house crammed with his rubbish. Toys, chili bins, everything under the sun with a picture of a kiwi on it. I guess nostalgia
Really?
sells.
I'm freaking serious. Alright, you know what? Let's do this one quest, I suppose. I mean, quest, mission, you know what I mean.
is one of the hunting spots my mentor used to take me out to. Bound to be something worth stalking in the area.
Yep. Those are the ones that can fly away.
If you're wondering why there's no one around, it's because the reserve is officially closed to visitors for the foreseeable future. Indefinitely conducting emergency field research, we said. Don't fall in now. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened here. If that's what it takes to get the day trippers to clear out for a hot minute, so be it. That'll do. It's looking well. We had some hoon try to saw off one of the branches a few weeks ago. Can you believe? But luckily someone managed to talk him out of it. I swear I haven't seen this place so deserted in about 10 years. Ah, it's lovely, actually. Even if I can only experience it through you. Sometimes wedding parties will have the brides come up and sit on it. Wade right into the water and soak those dear dresses. We used to camp out here when I was little. Tramp over from the other side. Me and a gaggle of other kids carrying backpacks bigger than our whole bodies. That tree is 80 years old. Started off as a stray branch nailed to a fence. It's a
Lady,
tribute to
I don't need
tenacity,
this
if you
entire
ask me.
story.
Not much of that lifestyle left these days. I miss it sometimes. Right, now for our next destination. Head down to the shoreline. There's a set of huge boulders there that have to be seen to be believed.
Ah?
I know what you're thinking. She's showing me some rocks.
Oh,
But
yeah.
trust me on this one. Our beaches are buzzing with natural activity. At least they used to be. You get more and more rubbish washed up all over the place lately. You know, bits of plastic pallets, runoff from factories further north. I swear I've seen tin cans with Australian brand names. We do our best, but we can't always prevent the poor critters ending up with junk in their bellies. Anyway, that's the situation. I'll get back to you when you arrive. Just gonna head off for a minute and make some tea. That's better. Nothing like a good old Kiwi herbal blend to sort the head out. Oh, well, look at this. Couldn't help themselves, could they? One last hurrah before we shut the place down. Okay, that looks manageable. This really can't wait, mate. There's a little blue penguin population nesting not far from here, and they'll gladly take this for food. Let's clean this up and take the photo. Then we can talk hunting again. Well, as you can imagine, being featured in a host of box office hits has done wonders for our profile with tourists. Problem is, a lot of the people who come are just here to take a few photos, dump a heap of rubbish, and then leave unceremoniously. So we end up with messes like this one. I'd like to say that we've become the victim of our own success, but that's letting me off the hook. Right, there should be a stand over on the other end of the beach with rubbish bags and a picker. We went to all the trouble of installing these, and they still couldn't be bothered. Looks like they had quite the little feast. These kids would have nightmares if you showed them some of what I've seen out here. Birds with stomachs so full of plastic they can't eat. South Island University. I knew it. Way too many people around here who have never respected this place. You can leave them over by the stand. There, spick and span. You made quick work of it. That's a perfectly usable tent. No sense wasting it. Anyway, I've had enough of this. And we need to ensure that we're attracting the right kinds of tourists, not just day trippers from Christchurch out on their school holidays. It's okay for people to come here and leave no trace, but it'd be better if we could rely on them to help us with our conservation goals. So hunters seem like the natural target audience. Our deer and goat populations need constant culling. And you better believe I've more faith in people who love the wilderness to respect the place than kids up to no good. At the risk of sounding like an old fusspot.
Ah.
Speaking of, Let's do what we came to do and grab that photo.
Is that a single shot kill? Although I probably used the wrong camo for this. Yep. Although it's also might be the case because I'm using it. I don't know.
Lovely use of lighting. I may have to hire you to help out on my next book project, if I ever finish the current one. There's a lot of theories about where these boulders came from. Volcanic activity, lightning, even aliens. I've heard them all over the years. The boffins will tell you they were formed over 60 million years ago on the sea floor, like pearls. But that's not the whole story. When people first arrived in New Zealand, they took their staple crop with them, kumara, otherwise known as sweet potato. Unfortunately for them, the weather in this part of the country isn't exactly conducive to growing much, and the tubers withered and died. So they sent word to the Polynesian homeland, and a canoe set sail with a hardier crop. But it was caught in an intense storm just off the east coast. Each wave that struck it was so large that it made a new hill. Those are the ones you'll see further inland, and all of the cargo went overboard. And that's what these boulders are. Petrified kumara, eel baskets, calabashes. The canoe itself formed the reef further up. Moral of the story? Things have long shelf lives. A lesson I wish someone had taught those kids.
Yeah.
Right, feeling warmed up? Good. It's time for you to show me what you can do. Camera on? Then you should have everything you need. I got Josh to set it up. He told me to tell you that it's state-of-the-art, equipped with Wi-Fi, so any footage you grab is automatically uploaded to our server. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I guess I'll be able to see it on here. No pressure then. There's good hunting in the whole of this area, from up around where you cleared out the props earlier to closer to the beach. Take your pick. But just one thing. We want it to show up nice on camera, so no minnows. Try for something at least 30 kg. The larger the better. Should be no problem for a hotshot like you. No word back from our friends in Hollywood regarding the props, by the way. My guess is that some townie thought it'd be a hoot to grab them for their crib. But I'm not keen on the idea of someone wandering around when we're supposed to be closed to visitors. Anyway, nothing you need to worry about right now. Just focus on those killer shots.
Hey. Okay, maybe because I overkilled on the... I don't know.
What a beaut! And that chase. Gonna make for some great footage. You're living up to your reputation, I'll give you that. A lot of people around here think that hunting's heyday peaked in the 70s and 80s. Back when you'd get scores of daredevils out in helicopters gunning down deer 3 at a time. That's not the done thing anymore, for a whole host of reasons. But these days we need hunters more than ever. And I'm glad I have you on board to help us show the world that. I grew up here, just west of the mountain range. We were a small community of outsiders living in sync with nature. No running water and only whatever electricity our generator could provide. You've got a fan here, hoa. People from down in the local town used to call it a hippie commune, but I've never liked the term. It was about sustainable living first and foremost. We weren't just there to not shower and sing Kumbaya all day. Josh gave me a hand posting some footage from your hunt to the reserve chat group, and it caught the eye of our resident sharpshooter, Melanie Murphy. Head into the outpost. There shall be a battery pack on the table. So when I say the place is part of me, I mean it. Mum's family can trace their lineage here to the 14th century, and we've accumulated a lot of stories over the years. Melanie's the one who taught me to hunt. She's retired now, but back in the day she worked out on those helicopters with the best... or worst of them. Tough as nails and with a sharp tongue to boot. I'd been meaning to get out there for ages, but then my legs started acting up again. Nice to have the help. Some of those are about an animal that holds a special place in my heart. Pākehā, I mean European settlers, released moose here about 100 years ago, and there haven't been any confirmed sightings since the 1950s.
That's what we do.
We had a bit of a falling out 25 years ago. One of the choppers came down with us in it. That's how I injured my leg.
Ooh.
But I swear to you, I saw one when I was little, staring straight at me out of a hazy morning mist. Ever since then, I've been determined to prove that they're still here. I won't go into it, but we should never have taken off that day, and Melanie knew it. Even written a book about it. Or am writing a book about it, I should say. I can't give it the conclusion it deserves yet. Well, these days we're cordial to each other, but not much else. I don't hold out much hope anymore. But I've got a few trail cameras scattered here and there. Usually just throw up deer herds and the occasional teenager behaving badly, but they're pretty low maintenance. Anyway, my mum always told me to let bygones be bygones and all that. Melanie's a better hunter than I'll ever be, advanced age notwithstanding. So I'll do my best to pass on whatever I've learnt from her gratis. You're welcome. One of them got knocked over and the battery's completely munted, so I'd like you to switch it out if that's not too much trouble. It's on the way to our next filming destination. Right, back on track. Sorry to ask again, but I need you to do me a favour. No, it's not more cleaning up, don't worry. Head to the outpost I've marked on your hunter mate and I'll explain on the way.
Right, for that, we'll have to wait. Yeah, because I want to double check on the Silver Reach peaks, because there's, I could have sworn there's also like one more. There's one more outpost that we could have gotten to, but I'm not sure if we did or not. I can't remember. We did. Yeah, I was like, the fuck? No, we did. Okay, so it was like in this area. Okay, let me double check how many more we have left, and then I'm gonna stop recording for this episode and resume it soon-ish enough. So we did this, all of these. So we have Rancho del Arroyo, Mississippi, Revolti, apologies, New England, and Emerald Coast, Australia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, there's a lot of them. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys next time. Later.